Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is January 24th, 2024. Lance Brock here on this Wednesday morning to talk some pro wrestling with everyone. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Wednesday morning so far, wherever you are listening in the world, whether right here on Spreaker or on YouTube or whichever podcast app or website you listen to on. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Time to talk about a brand new episode of AEW Dynamite tonight, live on TBS. But actually, before I get into tonight's AEW Dynamite, I do have a couple things I want to mention. And unfortunately, the first news is sad news. Unfortunately, former WCW star Ice Train has passed away. Was in WCW, spent quite a bit of time there in, I guess, probably the mid-90s, and he was only 56 years old. Very sad. Rest in peace, Ice Train. And also, another little note that I wanted to mention this morning was, luckily I woke up very early, actually almost exactly right at 4:30 a.m. So I was able to go on NJPW World and watch some New Japan Pro Wrestling. They had a Road to New Beginning show on today, and this show was an end of an era, you could say. It was the final match of Kazuchika Okada and Kurigan Hall, or at least for now anyway. Still, yes, there's all the rumors and all the reports on all the wrestling news sites and everything now. But yes, the talk is that now that he is leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling, that he is headed to WWE, and they might put him on NXT. But once again, that is not 100% confirmed. That is not for sure yet. I would probably say that's one of those things, as far as Okada goes and what promotion he's gonna end up in. I'm just gonna wait till we actually see the news that he has signed, or that we see him show up in one of the major North American promotions. I know it's unlikely, but to be honest, I wouldn't completely rule out TNA. He has appeared there recently on Impact Wrestling. And I would say, though, I do agree, most likely WWE. But also, I could see him showing up in AEW, which I think actually would be a good deal for him, because AEW having the working relationship with New Japan possibly a couple times a year, so he can make appearances over there, maybe even make a TNA appearance. every once in a while. But we will just have to see where the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada ends up in the world of pro wrestling. But like I said at the top of the podcast, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. It is time to get into AEW Dynamite. Dynamite will be on TBS tonight, live at 8 p.m. Eastern from Savannah, Georgia at the E-Market Arena. And speaking of New Japan Pro Wrestling, there will be a New Japan star, maybe you could say legend, on Dynamite tonight. The Cope Open continues. The Open Challenge from the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland. Tonight on Dynamite, he will be taking on Minoru Suzuki. That is a match I am definitely looking forward to seeing tonight. And I wouldn't be surprised if for Adam Copeland, he's loving this, being in AEW, being able to get in the ring and work with guys, either young upcoming guys or veterans who he has not had a chance to work with yet. And also tonight on Dynamite, we will have the charismatic Enigma Jeff Hardy taking on Swerve Strickland. And if this is even half as good as the Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin match from Rampage last Friday night, this will definitely be one you do not want to miss. Also on Dynamite, we will have one half of the Lucha Brothers, Penta El Zero Miedo, taking on Hangman Adam Page in singles action. And there will be a face-to-face encounter between the Virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo and the AEW Women's Champion Timeless Toni Storm. And with Toni Storm out there, you can bet that Luther and Mariah May will be by her side for that face-to-face confrontation, which I believe at Revolution they will be going one-on-one for the AEW World Women's Championship. Also, the AEW Trios Championships are on the line as well. The Acclaimed and Daddy-Ass Billy Gunn defending against the Mogul Embassy team of Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony. Wardlow, we're going to see him in the ring in action for the first time in quite a while. He will go one-on-one with Trent Beretta of the Best Friends. Tonight we got a pretty stacked and loaded episode of Dynamite. Once again, that is live on TBS, 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope to have a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight, talking about tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. So just stay tuned. Like I always say, probably the best way to keep up with new 360 Wrestling podcasts episodes is to follow on X at 360 Wrestling Pod. Because right when there's a new episode, whether if it's live, whether it's recorded, it gets tweeted or X'd out, whichever it's called these days. Right there on Twitter, X, you see it. Yeah, link right there. You can go to Spreaker and listen to it. So that is the best way to keep up with 360 Wrestling Podcasts. And I just want to thank everyone for tuning in to 360. Good morning, wrestling fans, this morning. Hope everyone has a great day. Hope everyone enjoys AEW Dynamite tonight. Adam Copeland and Minoru Suzuki. We should be in for a treat with that match. But until next time, have a great pro wrestling day.